Today I'm going to show you guys how you can create this simple iOS text message cover art. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and load up Photoshop. You want to set up a 3000 by 3000 pixel document or 2000 by 2000, 1000 by 1000. That might be a bit small, but whatever your PC can handle, you know, just work with that, right? You can upscale it and shit like that. Now you want to come over to this website right here, and you can go ahead and you can mess around all these different settings here and really just kind of create this whole like message, right? So whatever you want to do, whatever your title is, whatever like the main title or the main name you want in front, in the middle, we're going to put in blue, and then everything else we're going to put in white. We'll use that as, you know, the main text, and then we'll just do everything else. You can add like hello messages here, so we'll just put them like this. All right, now I already have an image like already downloaded, and yeah, so basically what you want to do is you want to go over and you want to scroll down here, and then you want to hit create image when you're done. And once you have this, you want to download it. Now once you have it downloaded, you're going to have to go into an upscaling website, whether that's a website or the app I use, which is called Upscale AI, and you're going to have to go ahead and upscale it, because as you can see down here, it's 480 pixels with really low quality. It's going to look so bad when you actually import it, so you just want to put to 5x, or you know, whatever you want to do, right? So I just got it up to 2400. I don't know why the fuck I said it like that. Next thing I want to do is obviously go back into Photoshop, and we're going to open up the upscaled version. What I'm going to do is hit remove background, and it should just keep the text bubbles here like so. So I'm just going to hide the background so you can see that, you know, there's all the text bubbles here. Now I might get rid of some of the text here. You just want to go back in with a white brush here and just kind of bring it back in just like that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna convert to a smart object, and we're gonna grab the marquee tool up here, and we're just gonna select each of the actual text bubbles. So just individually select them and hit Control J, and that will, you know, separate them so we can have them all separate. Then we're gonna keep on, you know, clicking back on the original image and just duplicating it. Boom, grab this one, boom, boom, and boom. All right, so once you have all these, we can go ahead and change. I'm going to change the background to black just so we can actually see them. Once you have this, like I said before, we're going to be using the main blue text here as the middle one. So we're just going to put this in the middle, and we're going to have them all like floating behind it. Yeah, we're just going to, you know, grab any one of them, kind of rotate them wherever you want to put them. We're going to right click on it. We're going to go to perspective, and we're just going to bring these points in like this, just so it's kind of like flying in that direction, if that makes sense. I'm not too sure if that makes any sense at all, but we're gonna keep it like that. We're gonna grab this one too. We'll just do the same. We'll rotate inwards this time, make it a little bit bigger. Just do the same thing like this, and you can bring it up like this. Just mess around with it, you know, just whatever you want to do with this shit, do it. Whatever looks sick to you. But you can also do a warp as well, so you could go up here, go to custom. You could do like a flag or like a wave. You could like wave it around. Now I wouldn't really recommend that. It depends on, you know, what the circumstance. This is pretty sick by itself, alright? So you could literally put your parental advisor here and leave it like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do like a gradient map here. So we're gonna hit on the gradient tool here, or you could press G, and we're gonna just use a purple and a dark purple gradient. We're just gonna, you know, hold shift and just drag down and just get like a little middle point here between the two gradients. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and grab some sort of background. Now I'm just gonna use this as an example. It could be literally any type of background, but we're gonna put this like screen, and we're gonna blur this like so. Now we're going to go ahead and grab some adjustments. Now if you guys do want to go ahead and check out my ultimate adjustment pack, I will leave a link down below where you guys can check it out. But yeah, if you guys do have the ultimate adjustment pack, all you have to do is literally come down here to the lock. So your background will be locked. You just want to click on the lock, and it's going to be selected here. You want to hold shift, go to the very top of your all of your layers. You want to hit Control J, Control E, Control A, and Control J. Just hit that little combo there, and we can go and drag this in like so. And we can put this into test images, right? So if you have it there, it'll be under all the adjustments, and we can actually filter through them. So the one that I want to go with is probably this one right here. So probably this one right here. We're obviously gonna have to kind of like make it darker so it's not so overly exposed. Also, I want to get rid of this vibrance, and we'll put like a black and white on top of it instead, just so we get a more deeper look. But like I said, we are gonna add like a bit of just literally just a black brush, and we're gonna bring the whole fill down, and we'll put this in the background like so. Bring the fill down just so it's not like too crazy. One thing I don't like is the way that this blue bubble is kind of faded out a little bit, so we're just gonna bring the saturation up. We'll colorize it too, bring saturation up. We'll just make it more of a deeper blue like that. Boom. Now some other things you guys can do is, you know, add some glows and shit like that. So we can go around and make a whole like vignette around it, do like a glow kind of thing here. We can put that to linear dodge add, bring the fill down a little bit, and erase like maybe up here where it's like a bit overexposed, and boom, have it like that. Now we can merge all of this together and right click on the layer, go to convert to smart object, and we can go to blur gallery here, and we can just blur it like this, put the light in, and then create a layer mask, and then we can just get rid of like the text areas, so it's kind of like blurred on the outside of it, but the text is still seen, if that makes sense. So we're getting this kind of dreamy look. And then what you want to do is you want to basically select this layer and then the one beneath it, and you just want to Control J, Control E, Control A, Control J. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually add motion blur. We're just going to do something like this, like -50 and then 300 pixels, and we'll put it to like lighten real quick. And then we could do the same thing, just erase like the text. Now we can get this really sick text effect. Alright, now the final thing is, you know, adding your textures. Obviously I'm going to actually show you guys the whole adjustment. So we have a black and white layer, a black and white gradient map here, and it's an overlay. We have a curve, it's just a little slight S-shaped curve. We have a brightness and contrast here. Bring the brightness up 30 and then contrast up about the same. We have a color balance, and then we have the black and white. Now we can adjust the black and white, boom, like that. That's really sick. I really fuck with that. So like I said before, if you guys do want to go ahead and check that shit out, I have hella different adjustments on there, always getting updated and shit like that. But yeah, let's get straight into the final step. Right, so Control Alt and Shift, and then press E when you're at the very top layer. So you want to be selected on this layer here. And then, by the way, look at that before and after. God damn, that's with the textures and all in it. I have all the textures in that like preset. So we can go ahead and just convert to a smart object again, and we're going to go into camera raw filter. Now this is where you can, you know, make the color adjustments however you like. So we could go and do like, so we can come down here to this color mixer, right, and we can go and change the blue to like a nice like light blue. We could change the purples to like a pink. Like we could get this really, really dreamy look. And yeah, just, you know, just adjust all these however you see fit. So I really like this deep blue. Now the final thing we are going to do is just add a parental advisory, and we're going to like drag it in, make it a bit smaller. I just like put it in the corner. So if you guys are wondering how I like see my parental advisories, literally I kind of just like line it up with the corner like this. You can get really technical with it and get the rulers up and like put it to like let's see, 2900. I'm pretty sure people do. And then 2900 each side, and then you could put like here, you could get like that. Like that's pretty clean. You can do that, whatever, you know, floats your boat. All right, now if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, yo.